That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes. See ya. Reminds me of a story that Yogi, he said, what kind of stuff he has. I haven't caught it. I don't know.
Wow, their ball's carrying. And here's another one. Clay Bellinger, he catches up to 1-2. Just crushes one. It's got to be so hard. And Joe, you've caught guys that have been parts of organizations. It's just got to be hard.
Yeah, they have taken his aggressiveness with the hard stuff. I mean, he's the back.
First time in Yankee history leading off a game with 3 straight.
Well, I brought up the scouter.
Maybe it's a uniform. You know, you put another uniform on, things change. Has himself in that position, no lunging, waiting for the ball to get there. Just love to see his swing to the hitting area.
1-0 on Volpe. You know, talking to Boone in spring training, he was talking backed up about being back at the stadium.
You end up trying too hard.
Right. And it's funny because mates, and you think you know how to get him out.
Right back to Nestor. 2 away.
First one of the year.
Yeah, and you remember the March and April that really important that he gets off to a good start. Just with the changes that have been made, we'll start to get some people back.
What? High ball left field. Churio back on the track at the wall.
Wells, you want to stay in off lefties, and Nestor has had really good. Wells already got him in the first inning.
Think about what Chisholm had to do after back to back to back. Here's the thing, Aaron Boone. He hit a home run his first at bat to left field, similar to that one, then one to right field, and I mean he looks really good at the plate, and I want to see him play against left-handers and figure that dangerous bat in the lineup every day.
Not like you're beat going the other way. It's just you know, you're waiting to see the ball a little bit longer from a lefty. Hitting.
There's Dominguez.
Yes,
Right. Good point. It's a great point, and I think that they were very well aware.
Yeah.
They wanted to give a great.
Well, Nestor is really laboring.
You're already looking at his 20s. Joe, from the catcher, William Contreras.
Well,
so
now,
well, this would be devastating for him because they made the trade for Devin Williams because, and they're not sure when they're going to get them all back. So this would be devastating.
First and second, 2 outs.
Interesting you asked that question. He actually hits lefties better than righties. To the way that you could go. So in his career, it's been that way as a year.
Well, I know one thing it tells you. He plays good defense against righties and lefties. And you know, you're never going to miss that. Right-handed hitters. But it's an interesting stat you had there, Joe.
Year was either a 4-seamer or a cutter. So everything was hard. So you can kind of sit there unless he leaves it middle in.
Still 1-2. Slight chance of rain. Humidity is 34%. Strike. Just what just happened.
Wow, I'm kind of scratching my head up here, and it was like Nestor was not going to get away from his fastball, which you know, Milwaukee, they do run well, so it does put pressure on any kind of play.
Could he get to it? He was hoping that he would get to it. That was really the only chance that they had, and he had to change.
Another tapper in front of the plate. Wells Fields goes to second.
Yeah, that's the only thing that you could call him out for.
Out. Good call.
Did you see him make contact?
I think it hits his bat. It comes down and hits his bat.
Yeah, good call by Tripp Gibson. I mean, that's a hard call for an umpire to keep your.
Here's Garrett Mitchell. And a strike.
Now, I'm going to ask you, Paul, something. Otto.
He's going to get ground balls.
He gets weak contact, a lot of top.
That was a strike to Mitchell.
Way in and left.
We played that you'd see such a discrepancy in fastballs.
You know, you would see that once in a while with a 4-seam fastball and a 2-seam fastball, which I don't.
Just before a call is made.
Yeah, this looks like Aaron Boone thinking this is going to take first base. But did he attempt it?
He's had a hard time staying healthy. You look at the amount of bats he has per year. They're really excited. Rib cage, left knee.
That'll bring it. And despite the home run being hit in a visiting ballpark, the Yankees. And on that home run, the Brewers get up, get out of here, gone. And Euchre is very much missed around baseball.
75 years, I was reading today, that Bob Euchre.
1-1. Capra lines it the other way, foul. Up the middle and through for a base hit. Frelick rounds third. He's coming home. Grisham flips the ball into Volpe. It's an RBI single.
An inning for the Milwaukee. Obviously 4 home runs in the first inning to try to bounce back. This is a breaking ball that he got your first run.
He scored 3 runs in these 2 games so far, and Vinny.
There's Bryce Turang. That was a strike. You'll like some of these names, Paul. So Sal Frelick, Lescano.
I remember them both.
Really unusual, so he's trying to change some things up.
For a left-handed hitter.
Ground ball, Chisholm. There's one. Not in time, gets by Goldschmidt.
Looked like a tailor-made double play off the bat. And, you know, with the overthrow, you gave up a run.
Yeah, and you have to understand a lot of these Milwaukee Brewers are.
Line drive, it's a base hit to right field off the bat of Churio. Fielded out there by Judge. Going to third is Turang. The throw comes into.
Well, you've had some soft contact, but then you've had some hanging to line it the other way.
You know, as a catcher and a manager, I always look in a rhythm where they're out there every 12, 14 minutes, and all of a sudden you sit for a while.
You're a new pitcher to a new organization, and then you have that bottom of the first that just, yeah.
Right, where you want to stay focused on what your job is.
Christian Yelp. 13th big league season.
What about
on your hands? The only thing you can do is open up and pull it.
Christian Yelich.
Right back to Fried. And the throw pulls Goldschmidt, the Yankees, in this second inning.
Yeah, inning is turning in.
He had more time than I think he thought he had when he hit that. And running, gather yourself and make a good throw. And he's an outstanding fielder.
Fried, a winner of 3 Gold Gloves. And he gets the E1 there. There's no RBI in the play, obviously. 1-1. Swing.
Somewhat, and then up and in under the hands, even to a righty.
Carlos Rodon pitched very well. Opening day, 5 1/3 innings. Seeing off third. Runner goes from first in the dirt. It's a stolen big.
Managed because he gets a big lead. And you know you can't throw. It should drive me crazy.
Swing and a miss. Got him. Hybrid Eagles of the Yankees. Today's submission, the first to celebrate a birthday with a Yankee win on a beautiful day at Yankee Stadium. In a future game, the way we just did Jack and Avery.
So one of the things, well, if you're Aaron Judge, what do you say to Paul Goldschmidt? What's he got?
Because I felt like I was leading off, because it's not like they were working counts. Gee would swing at the...
Sometimes.
Let's bring in Meredith Moraga.
He likes the idea of him being the leadoff hitter, and he just kind of smiled at me, Michael. One thing he did say to me, he's going to treat it like he's at any other spot.
It's a good leadoff hitter. Here is Cody Bellinger. Pops it up on the left side. Capra makes the play.
Well, and they're going to need them to lengthen this line. Delightful. I don't know about this. Expect to be on this roster. Warren, Hedrick, Gomez, Yarbrough, and Carrasco. And here they are, and they're going to have.
And the reason we did that today, it's Walt's 80th birthday. So happy.
I was going to say that's a music title, right?
Yeah.
Delight. You have...
Ground ball to third. One. And it gets.
Terang had the shoulder issue at the end of spring training and was just DHing, and part of shoulder issues.
Chisholm. One and two.
Dominated.
And you always got to realize he can change that arm angle too to a lefty. Good piece of hitting by Chisholm. Drops it into left center field. Aaron Judge off to the races. Will get into third. Right here. I mean, this is just a little dunker to left field. 2 outs. Aaron Judge is in.
Aaron Judge just knows that he's going to go to third right from the cutoff, and I could get into second.
Well, it's actually a little bit lower than the barrel. Bat's made up where they moved a lot of the wood into the label, so the harder part of the bat is going to actually strike the ball. But it is amazing.
Well, it just goes to show you how hard bats are.
Second on the throw to third. 3-2. High fly ball, left field. Churio back. Track. Wall. See ya. The bat worked.
Some of your younger players get off to great starts to set up for a.
And Austin Wells taking.
You know, you can see it a little bit better, and if it doesn't have that sharp break, it.
Speed it up. Speed him up. Well, now you throw the cutter in the same spot, and you got him sped up, and all of a sudden it's on.
But you know, an unbelievable nightmare start for Cortez
in the first inning.
Right now it's 37.8. So you got a little ways to get it back down to respectable.
Here's Rhys Hoskins. Oh, you'll be next. 0-2.
All kinds of weight. We got room to spare up here now, Michael.
So it was one of many. Swing and a miss. Hoskins. There's Sal Frelick.
Been really sharp today. He leaves this one out too. See, it's supposed to.
He had a chopper in front of the plate and then ran.
Said, I look at the breaking ball, the one right at me. And I just looked at that.
No wonder his back hurt all the time.
One at me. I'm hitting the deck. I'm not waiting for it.
2-1 on.
Got to go away from it for a while, or you just keep on working it because it's such an important pitch for him.
Well, you try when you walk out of that bullpen. You're going to have to bring some of them along. That's his bread and butter, but his changeup has really, really improved. Need pitch calm.
Sounds like a broken bat. Ground ball. Reyes goes to second. They
off the field. He kind of slowed up when he slid. It kind of reminded me of Paul O'Neill when he used to slide.
As he,
how do you do that?
Either, you know, sometimes you can actually scrape, you know, that ankle bone when you slide. Just doesn't feel good.
It looked like he caught his knee under him as well.
see if he makes it out to right field next inning.
There's a base hit to right field. Ortiz will stop at second.
A little movement away, but something that you can catch up to, especially up in.
Not so good.
Now Milwaukee has 3 runs.
All of a sudden it's kind of left him, and you got to find it because you can't just throw heaters for strikes to big league.
Like everything he's throwing now is kind of waist high, and that's not what.
Lofted into center field. Grisham, and that'll do it. No run. So if you turned on the game late, the first 3 pitches of the game, and they had 4 league history that ever happened. Dominguez, the game.
15-20 years. The reason you didn't see that because of the first 2 guys went deep today. Yeah, that's 1. Boom, that's 2. The lefty Bellinger, and then
He has seen enough. Nestor Cortez really laboring out there. What an unbelievable guy. What an unbelievable ambassador to baseball and a big law.
You got to make the team or you got to go back. And here he is. His first game in the big leagues.
Line in the left field. It's a base hit for Grisham. Dominguez will go to third. Throw come.
look like it, but boy, he could. I mean, this isn't a given first to third. This is a.
Here in the third. Here's Goldschmidt, a home run and a walk. Looked very good in spring training for the Yankees. Only Andrew McCutchen has more with 40.
Beat up on certain teams, and that was one of them. Wow. Does he wear a pad on his hand, or this hit the elbow? Something, and you see it almost ripped it off. But looking like it hit the forearm more. The way out there, you just walk off the mound.
The good thing is, though, the pitching coach Yuzuki, especially turning so many of their players that had marginal last year, outstanding bullpen, felt so good about it, they allowed Devin Williams to.
So I was talking to the 5 years in Milwaukee, he never got booed. So he's got to learn to have a thick skin playing.
Again, like Nestor today, it's odd throwing against your ex-teammates.
Grounded.
Really get to the inside pitch. Really easy.
That's off of Thomas. Karam's out to the first baseman. It's a base hit.
A lot of times, though, Paul, that will leave you susceptible to the ball, but he's got great plate coverage. He has made himself a contact hitter. Yes, he's taken away some of the power, but he's gotten a lot
early. Then you've given away that outside part of the plate where he
reached on the fielder's choice and scored in the second.
I've run lead, bases loaded, nobody out. With the meteor order up, so this is a.
Imagine being Connor Thomas.
Fuck. Yeah.
High fly ball, left field. Curio back, track, wall. See ya. A grand.
Situations like you said, Joe, the wiggle room might have been given up one with a
well, there was an open base, it happened to be home.
Yeah.
But instead you give up 4.
Yeah, he really doesn't. You see Aaron Judge
5 times opening day.